Hey guys, we actually have kind of a serious thing to talk about here today. I've kind of just been letting my facial hair grow, and I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, you know? Like, should I keep it? Should I get rid of it? Personally, I think that I'm just more of like a shave it off kind of a guy, you know? And I think that's just who I am, but I'm not mad that I have this facial hair. You know, I even think I could be one of those guys that just has the mustache. I think I could be a mustache guy. Could I pull a mustache off, you think? I'm like kind of joking, but at the same time, you never really know. You never really know. On to the real topics of the video, though. Let's talk about our favorite person here. A little bit of ALR. It's been a little bit since we've made a video about this. I'm excited, though, to jump back into it. I'm excited to go on this journey with you. We're going to look at day 22 of her Christmas Vlogmas series. I've really been trying to give her some space, but I think it's about time that we just take a little gander in here and just see if anything's changed. Now, I haven't watched this yet. Now, I think this is kind of going to be the fun thing. It's like I'm showing it to a new person, which is me, who's never seen it before. Last time I saw her, we were in the midst of going through a program, canceling the program, and then yeah, that's about it. Let's see if anything's changed. And you know what? Let's try to be fair, let's try to be respectful, and let's just have a good old time. That's why we're here, right? To have a good time. If you enjoy the video, and only if you enjoy it, that's my one rule, you have to like and subscribe, but only if you enjoy it. Like I said, that's my one rule.
I'm about to make me a tuna sandwich. Super easy the way I do it.
I can literally think of no better way to start a video than to make a tuna sandwich. I'm really excited to see.
So right off the bat, I do want to say that sometimes I add onion, sometimes I don't. Today I'm not. Sometimes
I add onion, sometimes I do not. Today I am not. All right, I'm getting the important details down because this, I mean, she wouldn't say this if this wasn't going to be on the test, you know?
So I'm just going to use one of these reduced sodium tunas, some light mayo, a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder, and pepper. For me, a key ingredient.
Interesting. A key ingredient, you guys. Not just a regular ingredient, a key ingredient. The dish wouldn't be the dish without the pepper. That's kind of the key part. So what is it? We have tuna, mayonnaise, and seasonings? Okay.
So, I'm gonna make that. I will be surprised if the cats do not come a-running.
Cats like tuna. That's the joke there, you guys. I am helping you out. Sometimes these jokes go over people's heads, you know? And that one I think was a little too advanced. So that's why I like to make these videos, to really break this stuff down so that you guys understand what's going on here. I'm like your translator, you know?
You can also do this with like chicken in a can. So now I'm gonna add the mayo. Mix that all up.
Okay, Martha Stewart 2.0. That's actually, it's coming together nicely, isn't it? You know what, though? I need to maybe get you on my screen here so that we know what we're talking about.
I don't usually use a lot, so. See, what I like about this pouch, it's the perfect amount for just one sandwich.
You know what I will say? Like, for real, as someone who lives by themselves, it does kind of suck having to cook. Like, it's really hard to cook for yourself, man. You have to find the right portions, and even, I'm kind of used to living by myself. I've done it for a while now, but I always still end up making too much food, so I can respect the decision. I actually support that decision, because if money's not an object, then you don't have to buy in bulk. And if you have the ability just to get one of those guys and it just makes one sandwich and you know that's all you want, then you win. Then you're a winner. And winners eat dinner.
Okay. Tiny bit onion powder, garlic powder, pepper.
I like how pepper is the integral part of your dish, but you had a lot more garlic and onion powder. I just think that's funny. I know that's like a super nitpicky thing, but you said only a little bit in the beginning, and I'm trying to follow the recipe here. What if I need a tuna sandwich and I need to figure out how to make one? But you say it's a little bit, then I see you put a lot in there. You need to be having this measured out in like teaspoons or something. I'm just joking with you. I'm just goofing you. I'm just pulling your leg.
You can always add celery, onion, egg. It's up to you.
Is that right? It's kind of cool. It's up to us. Is that allowed though, to add other things? Of course it is.
But this is just a simplistic way of doing it. The bread I'm using is Sara Lee Delight. Each piece is only 45 calories and healthy multi-grain. Okay.
Yeah, personally, I could do without the call out of how many calories are there. Why do you even play into this? That's my question. Why do you play into this, Amberlynn, with even naming out your calories? I think that if I was managing you, Amberlynn, like if I was your YouTube manager, this is what I would do. This would be my suggestion. I would say, you know what? Just own who you are. Just be who you are, dude. Don't even play into this calorie thing, and it's almost like you're playing into your enemy's hands. They want you to get into the calorie thing because you're not going to win the calorie fight, because the results just aren't there. So I don't know why you're even trying to play that game. Who are you trying to impress? You know, what are you trying to prove by telling us how many calories are in this piece of bread? We're not seeing results, so it's not like we really believe you. It's like your best friend can tell you that you're like, hey dude, you're always busy, what are you doing? And he's like, yeah, every day I go to the gym for 3 hours and I just pump iron, dude, like 200 pounds, like 40 reps every time I can or whatever. And you're like, yeah, okay. But then it's been like 3 years of this, and then you notice that he's like, if anything, getting smaller. He's not getting ripped. He's actually losing muscle. And you're like, either something's really wrong with you, dude, or you're full of crap.
Now you have yourself a sandwich.
Nice, a sandwich. And you know what? In honor of that, I've actually got something for you guys. Let me tell you about something that I like. It's called Visions of the King. Now, if you guys have watched my previous videos, you know I'm a sensitive guy, right? I'm a sucker for poetry. I like profound things that really change my point of view. And there's someone that I know that is actually really into writing and really into writing poetry, and I am a sucker for it. So Visions of the King is a book that I want to tell you guys about. Now, this just came out in December, and I want to tell you guys about it. It's kind of like a little known gem that's out there. Let me just give you the old synopsis quick and tell you why I think it's awesome. Immerse yourself in the sensitive and sensory verse of Luke Murphy. Visions of the King offers 101 poems of terror, tumult, heartbreak, and of course, hope. The prophecies and elegies of the Midwestern poet are mingled freely with wit and humor. That's always fun. All characterized by creative rhyme. It's not a poem if it doesn't rhyme. That's a personal opinion of mine. If your poem doesn't rhyme, it better be a really deep sentiment that you're getting across with some sort of structure. That's my only rule with that, but that's besides the point. Galumphing meter, awesome assonance, I love that, and lovely alliteration, awesome assonance. Like the video if you get that one. Murphy's mastery of poetry as an auditory medium is on full display, and many lines read like music. Visions of the King features all the poetry of his earlier work, Almighty by Degrees, a book that I actually own and actually really enjoy. It's just a book of poems that I think are just really profound. One thing I think that's cool as well, I actually know one of the illustrators too. I just think that's kind of cool to actually know people that take it upon themselves to create some sort of art that they are trying to share with the world. This is the really cool thing, you guys. I'll have the link down in the description. This is how much I like this book. I don't make a penny from any of the copies that you guys ever get, okay? I won't make $1. That's how much I support it. I'll put a link, of course, at the top of the description here of the video. Please, guys, check it out. At least give it a read and just kind of look through it or whatever. Like, just check out the listing and just see if it's something that's interesting to you. At least do yourselves a favor and don't cheat yourselves out of an awesome experience, right? And even if you don't want to look at the link, if you get the chance, maybe you'll remember this. Visions of the King by Luke Murphy on Amazon, you guys. Check it out. Do me a favor. Check it out.
Where I answered just random questions throughout the video. So, I'm gonna answer a few more.
So what she's talking about here is she's just gonna answer some questions that some people have asked her, I guess while eating her sandwich. It's not a mukbang though, right? It's not a mukbang.
Okay. Why do you and Destiny both have cold sores? People who have like that cold sore simplex in their body, it literally comes out more when the weather starts getting really cold, so that's why.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anything about this. I don't know, okay? But it sounds like when you said the word what, simplex, it sounds like a little bit you were trying to talk over my head. And if you're gonna try to talk over my head, then I think that what you're saying is jargon. And jargon is another way of saying it's BS.
You do know you don't just go to the ER and expect to be fixed, right? You're supposed to follow up. Yes, that is the reason why I've been going to the doctor frequently. I honestly prefer going to the ER because they do more tests, but I don't want to waste anyone's time, so I've just been scheduling doctor's appointments.
That's the respectable thing to do. And I don't want to blow your mind, but I think if you ask for the tests, the doctor will still, like, at least probably tell you why they wouldn't let you do that or something, right? Like, I find it hard to believe that you'd go to a doctor's office and you'd ask for those same tests, and then they'd be like, no, I'm not going to do that for you. I find that hard to believe.
Yum.
Chicken tacos.
You know, it sounds really good. A quesarito.
I actually don't like cheese, but you know what does sound really good? Not watching people talk with their mouth full. This isn't even like an Amberlynn Reid thing. If anybody chews with their mouth full and they're like talking to me, ugh, hate it. Hate it. Hey, what do you think? If no exceptions to the rule, really. Maybe like the prettiest girl in the world could do it, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever, I'll deal with it. But dude, only for so long, right? Because I don't know. It's a sign of something. I think it's like a red flag. It's like, oh, if they're not self-aware enough to know that that's rude, then I don't. What else are they not self-aware enough about? What do you guys think about that? Am I being harsh? Is that harsh? Or is that fair?
Or is it a quesarito? You realize that tissue paper is just as wasteful as wrapping paper, right? I completely disagree because...
I'm actually going to cut you off right there. What are we arguing about here? Ask yourself this question. Is this the hill that you want to die on? Is this really something that you're going to debate with somebody about? Someone says, what, tissue paper is just as wasteful as wrapping paper? Here's one for you. Personal opinion, maybe this is unpopular. I don't really think that... I think that the effect of using either of them is so negligible that the wasteful thing is the amount of time being wasted by debating which one is worse than the other one. That's what I think.
I feel like almost everyone I know reuses tissue paper because it's not getting ripped. It's not super wrinkled. With wrapping paper, like, you're ripping it, you're wrinkling it, and it will never turn out as good as it did before unless you're like super slowly unwrapping it, which I know a few people who do that, but it's very rare.
Okay. You know what though? Honestly, I think that if you don't use napkins to wrap up your gifts, then I think that you are destroying the earth. So, read it and weep.
So I'm gonna finish my sandwich and I'll catch up you guys in a little bit.
Welcome to Vlogmas Day 22.
Hey though, it's cool to see that your dog lost weight. That's cool, dude. Hey, good job, little Twinkie star.
I'm done, I'm creeped. So Becky and I just got back from Walmart. It was so crowded in there. Anxiety entered the chat. So
I like that. Anxiety entered the chat. I've never heard that before, actually. That's kind of a cool one. Like, so as to say that, like, anxiety is now entering the situation, but sometimes it says people are entering I don't need to over-explain this. You guys get it. That's weird, though. How come the weekend before Christmas, the most, like, consumerist holiday ever, people are out shopping? That's kind of weird. Huh.
we actually, this is what I've been wanting to do the whole December, and we're finally doing it. We wanted to decorate stockings, so I got Becky and I 2 stockings each.
You know, I actually think that's kind of cool. I'm a sucker for traditional stuff, even if it's kind of like archaic or you don't really know why you need to do that. I think it's fun to like dress up a tree or like hang a stocking and all that good stuff. I really enjoy the spirit of all this stuff. It's actually really fun.
I love Morningstar, so that's in the microwave, and I figured while it's in the microwave we can do a couple more hard-hitting questions.
Nice, dude. Those are my favorite kind, actually. Hard-hitting.
I don't know. Is this a new segment? Maybe, maybe not. How does it feel when it seems like everyone is against you? Honestly, I feel like saying it like that is kind of like a pity me type of thing, and I don't want to do pity me.
You know what? I think that's respectable and that's good. I think the fastest way to lose respect in a lot of situations is to play like you're the victim in the situation. And I don't think that a lot of times when people act like a victim, I don't think it's justified, because at the end of the day, even if things don't always work out the way we want them to work out, we're all individuals and we all are trying to make our own path. We're all just trying to make decisions to get through our days, and you have to really take responsibility for your own decisions. That's all I think people are asking for. And I really do, Amberlynn. I really think that if you really took responsibility for the situation that you're in, and I think if you turned around and did a 180, I think that you would be surprised by the amount of support, the amount of love that you would receive as well. Like, if you really, you know what? This is the thing, Amberlynn. These people can all be upset at you all they want, right? But if you're going to keep falling into the same pattern, then you're proving them right. What you need to do is prove them wrong, right?
But there are times where I do feel like everyone who watches me like hates me and is against me and doesn't like me. I do get like that sometimes, mainly because the comments really mess with my brain.
Yeah, how many people watch your videos? Like 100,000 per video. Maybe don't take the advice or take seriously what 100,000 random people who don't even know you are saying on a video that shows like 10 minutes of your life. Maybe that's the key, I think. I think that that's maybe the takeaway.
Today has honestly been such a good day, just genuinely good.
You know what, Amberlynn? I'm happy that you had a good day. I know in her video as well, she said that she's losing weight. It's hard to tell, but okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I believe you, sure. I hope that you continue it then. I really do. And I know I've said this in previous videos before as well, but like, man, I really don't wish you unwell, Amberlynn. I really don't wish you any bad harm. I want you to be happy, and that's an honest thing, dude. I don't wake up and think to myself, man, I hope she has a really bad day. I really don't think that. I really want you to have a happy life, and I think that if you're able to get on the right path, you can definitely have that happy life, and a happy life according to you as well. You're the one that's kind of setting up your own rules, and I think that your viewers, even if they do appear as sort of haters or so, I think that, like, take their ammunition away if you're really upset about them, you know? Take away the criticisms that they can even make against you. Some people are crazy, and you can't win over everybody on the internet because there's billions of people in the world, and they have access to the internet, and you know what? They're gonna say what they're gonna say, and some people literally only have one goal, and that's to get a response, and sometimes people play into that. But, I mean, that's the gist of the video. It's cool to have another look. It seems like all the same old stuff, right? We just made a sandwich and looked at a Walmart haul. All our videos are kind of the same. It just seems like the content really hasn't changed, and that makes my content not really change, and that really kind of makes me sad. But you know what, guys? Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe. Tell me what my beard needs to do. Does it need to die, or does it need to grow? That's really, I guess, our two options. I guess I could maintain in the status quo, but that seems tricky. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. You have a good one, and until next time, Yestervark signing out.